President Winston Churchill stated on August 20th, 1940, in regards to the Battle of Britain, never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. I'm sure many of you have seen the yellow ribbon signs, support our troops, or even said, thank you for your service to retired and active military. Our armed forces and their families remind us every day that freedom does not come free. My name is Elaina Camacho, and I am a Special Olympics athlete from Anne Arundel County, and I'm grateful for our armed forces because my dad and late Papa Arthur Lindbergh was a Battle of the Bulge veteran and recipient of the Purple Heart. The Battle of the Bulge was the last major German offensive campaign on the Western Front and took place in France from December 16th, 1944 to January 25th, 1945. The objective of this offensive was to stop the Allied forces from using the Belgian port of Antwerp and to split Allied lines, allowing Germany to encircle and destroy 4 Allied armies and force the Western Allies to negotiate a peace treaty in the Axis powers' favor. My papa served as an intelligence staff officer and forward observer with the 314th Field Artillery Battalion, 80th Infantry Division. He retired in 1948 with the rank of captain. He passed away on September 25th, 2008. He was married to my Nana for 52 years and had 5 children and 6 grandchildren. His ashes were buried at Arlington National Military Cemetery on December 19th, 2008, with full military honors. To paraphrase Trace Atkins' song, Arlington, he can rest in peace. He's one of the chosen ones. He made it to Arlington. My dad served in the U.S. Air Force from 1980 to his retirement in 1996. He was a linguist specializing in Russian. He worked as a crew chief on the SR-71 Lockheed Blackbird reconnaissance plane, one of which is now on display at the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum, Stephen F. Odvar Hazy Center in Virginia. For the remainder of his career, he flew on KC-135 130s. He served on several missions during the Gulf War and Operation Desert Storm. One of the sacrifices my dad made during his career was missing out on family occasions and celebrations. He had missed a few of mine, my brother's, and my mom's birthdays, and a few wedding anniversaries. For holidays, he missed a few Easters, Halloweens, and Thanksgivings, but always came home for Christmas, sometimes just barely making it home in time. This pandemic has further strengthened my gratitude for our U.S. military. I can only imagine what the pain is like for the men and women of our armed forces and their families who were deployed or were scheduled for a break of duty only to be postponed due to COVID-19. I know for the men and women who enlisted or began their military careers at our military colleges or boot camps, their firsthand experiences will forever be different than those who entered into the service before this pandemic began. Estoy agradecida del militar de los Estados Unidos, which means I'm grateful for the U.S. military in Spanish. I hope when you say your Thanksgiving prayers, you will express your gratefulness to the men and women and their families of our armed forces, To quote from Toby Keith's American Soldier, besides my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines. Sleep in peace tonight. I'm an American soldier. Thank you for letting me share my story on my gratitude to our U.S. military.